Like most boys, I faced bullying in middle school, but I think mine went a bit beyond normal. While there was your standard, run-of-the-mill bullying, I also felt teased and often neglected by boys in my own neighborhood. This wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the middle school staff doing, well, nothing. 6th and 7th grade, no teacher I ever had did anything about it. Coincidentally, they were all women. These women showed a lack of compassion for middle school boys. They probably figured we all caused more trouble than we were worth, so they focused all their kindness on the girls. Quite honestly, they were not very good caregivers in that aspect. But then came 8th grade. I got my very first male teacher, Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane has always been a bit of a celebrity in the school. He often made goofy or overly dramatic pictures in the yearbook and was someone that carried an air of relatability while still being responsible. Mr. Lane changed my life. He was a funny, smart, and genuinely caring guy. Having his class every day was having an adult who understood what I meant when I said Borderlands 2 is what's keeping me up at night, because he also spent time playing Borderlands 2. To an 8th grader, having a teacher who played video games was the equivalent to meeting Santa at the mall for the first time. You always knew that someone like that was out there, but you'd never expect them to be here, right in front of you. Because of that, I listened to everything Mr. Lane said. I felt like I had an adult who saw me not as a nuisance, but as what I was. I was a blossoming adolescent with developing ideas, morals, and philosophies. I was a person who was growing up and was looking for direction. Mr. Lane was able to give that to me. At the end of the year, in his last class of 8th grade, Mr. Lane gave us some words of wisdom. Guys, go out there and make a positive difference in the world. That's all I will ever ask of you. And I took those words to heart. I wanted to go out there and make a difference. So I decided I would. I wanted to go out there and be as good as a guy as Mr. Lane was to me. I was going to follow in his footsteps and become a history teacher. Now, I'm sure, as all you all know, I dropped the history part of that. This happened in 10th grade, as my history teacher, another hero in my life, told me about how hard it is to get a job in that field. Apparently, it's completely flooded with old men in retirement who just want to talk about history. Thanks to that good mentor, I did not have to figure that one out the hard way, and I looked for a different subject to teach. I eventually would find my way into English education. Not immediately. For a short while, I wanted to be a chemistry teacher because I thought Walter White was the coolest fictional character to ever walk this earth. Well, and that passed after I took AP chemistry and discovered, hey, maybe I should pick something else. See, I always held the philosophy that you should be good at what you teach. So I avoided specific subjects that I struggled in. When it came to English, I was always good at it, but I never really thought about it. This all changed in 11th grade. I had the most passionate, intelligent, and amazing English teacher, Dr. Tanner. Dr. Tanner was an educational genius. He read Gatsby to us in a passion that made us want to grab a pen and paper and write about the different colors of a stoplight. He made us dig deep for meaning as if we were trying to find oil. He even got me to care about writing. Something awoke in me. When I was working in that class, reading texts and studying transcendentalism, I felt something. I felt right. I felt comfortable. As if I could talk about this stuff for, I don't know, 30 to 40 years until I get a pension. I felt as if I finally had discovered what haircut looks best on me. This is what I like, and this is what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to go back to my roots, and I am going to be a middle school English teacher.